Hi everyone, it's Marie here. Today I'll be doing my first weekly February wrap-up. I've decided to do these weekly because I don't want to just rush through what I read without really giving much explanation as why I felt the way I did. So the first book that I read this week was The Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. I gave this book a 5 out of 5. I absolutely love this book. I do like the Mortal Instruments series, but right now I'm finding that this series I'm loving way more than that, and I'm looking forward to reading the next book. I found that even when I thought I knew what was going to happen, it didn't actually happen. There was a lot of small little plot twists that just had me turning the pages. I like the characters better. Maybe I like this series more because I already know so much about the Shadow World. This was taking place in like the 1800s, so you get to see things that happened way before what we were used to seeing in the Mortal Instruments. The second one I read was a graphic novel, which was The Outside Circle by Patty LeBronca Benson. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. This one I put on hold at the library. I didn't know what it was about. This is when I first started to read graphic novels a little bit, and I just wanted to see what my library had. And I'm really happy that I did. This is a Canadian graphic novel, and it is about an Aboriginal man named Pete, and we follow through his journey. He goes to jail, and it goes through the process of a healing circle and the steps of a healing circle, and it has to talk about the warrior program. So I mean, you see inside his culture and what has happened in past generations, the residential schools, and it was a wonderful read. I love the graphics. I love everything about it. I gave this a 5 out of 5. I found that a lot of the information was on point from anything that I have ever read and anything that I have talked to my own family about. So I am really happy that I found this. I think this would be a great teaching tool for teenagers to understand their own culture, or teenagers that are from a different culture to understand in a fun way. And the graphics are fairly beautiful. But for anybody that's interested in reading about Aboriginal culture, this is a great addition to any of your reading material. And the last book that I read this week was This Is Where It Ends. And I can't pronounce that author's name. My life depended on it. So this is a very popular book right now with a lot of controversial reviews about it. It's about a very delicate topic. It involves a school shooting. You get the point of view of 4 people. I don't know what to really say about this book. I gave this book a 3 out of 5 stars, not because of the content. It covers diversity issues, I think, very well. And it also covers the school shooting, I think, very delicately. I mean, I've never been in a school shooting, so for the content of the book, I think it was great. It did have me turning the pages to see what happened next. I finished this book pretty much in one setting. There was the occasional time where, my eyes would tear up, but I think the downfall I really found with this book is I found that the point of view, I could never distinguish between the characters unless I was reading the name above. So I knew this was this person, but if you didn't tell me what the name was, I probably wouldn't have known who the character was most times, which then I felt really difficult connecting with the character. So by the end, it's not like I had any heart-wrenching pain towards any of the characters, really. I think one of the problems I also had with it was the the setting building in the very beginning for the auditorium. And maybe I missed something. I'm not really 100% sure, but I really had a hard time picturing the auditorium and where people were at. So, I mean, the book only takes place in like, I think 54 minutes for the entire book. So most of it was taking place in this auditorium, and I had a really hard time figuring out who was where and when somebody moved, where they were. So those were the 3 books that I read this week. I'd like to hear about what you have to say about any of those books, or if you've read them. Please post your comments down below. Also down below is the information for my Twitter account, my Goodreads account, and my Instagram account if you want to touch base there. This week will be the Rainbow-thon that I'll be taking part in, so I'm not sure exactly when my next post will be or how I'm even going to do that. But until my next video, I will see you guys all later. Bye!